Hi guys, it's Joe. I wanted to share the book, the Smash/Junk Journal book that I created for a swap that I'm in Gina's Ning site, which is myscraproom.ning.com, and I'll have the link in the description box. But Eureka is my partner, and I made this one specifically for her. Her favorite colors were soft pinks and greens, so I used the Colorbach Flea Market paper line, and this is what I came up with. I tried to keep it as simple and as flat as I could so that she can embellish it and do whatever she wants on it. I used my Bind It All to bind the book together, and I used the largest rings that I have, which is the 1 1/4, and I figured if I make it this big, then it'll be able to handle whatever she puts inside. And then I just added just this small lace trim here as an embellishment. I spelled out her name. This is a die cut from the same collection, Flea Market, and this is 7 Gypsies measuring. This is the gaffer tape that I had in my stash. So, and then I just added this cute tassel clasp, and this is from the Vintage Trinkets Marion Smith collection, but I did alter it a little bit. I switched out the chain and I added this pearl chain to it, and then I added this tassel that came in with the trinkets. So I just wanted that pearl accent to go, so I just switched it out, and that's what I did. And it's just attached to the book like this. Really easy to open, and this is the first page. This is a pocket die that I got from Arlene, and the paper that she cut it in, and then I added some die cuts. This is from Girls Papery that I had in my stash, and then this sticker here, just to know, is from the Flea Market collection. And then I added this coin envelope. I added some paper here, a die cut, a sticker right there that says Little Keepsakes, and then I added more paper onto the other side. Put some pattern paper, and then you can see that I used a border punch along the paper, and I did it about, I cut the paper about 2/3 of the way, and then I put a little tag here that says thoughts, and then some more pattern paper, and then I stamped right here, says no bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings, William Blake. So I stamped that there. And then here's the back side of that pattern paper. I stamped a Tattered Angels heart stamp here, and then I stamped a Friends, and then I added some notebook paper that I punched the holes with my Bind It All. And then on this other side of the paper, I put Happiness Is from a stamp set that I had. Here's a little die cut that says Memories. Then some more pattern paper. And I put several pieces of pattern paper so she could add pictures or doodle or whatever, just to make it more interesting than just the lined paper. And then here is a journal spot that says Remember This. And then here's another pattern paper that I cut partially 2/3 of the way, and then I did a border punch scallop here, and then I stamped a beautiful day at the bottom right there. Here's the reverse side, and then here's more pattern paper. And then on this side I put a sticker that says The Good Life, and then I stamped a birdcage image there, and then this saying says, hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all, Emily Dickinson. So I put that there, and then some more lined paper. And then on this side, to coordinate with this pattern paper, I stamped swirlies and a flower there. Here's a little ticket, it says location, description, date. Here's a transparency with flowers. Then here's just a shape die cut. And then I added some more gaffer tape and some decorative tape that I had in my stash. I added some craft paper. Here's more of that measuring tape. And then more 7 Gypsies. Here's a little tag that says notes. Here's another coin envelope with pattern paper, more craft paper, and then I did that heart stamp again, more craft paper, and then I have a little sticker that says date. And then I added more tape here, and then the sticker says special moments. Here's a Meyer Road envelope, and I added like my own little rosette here, and a coordinating die cut. And then on this side, this says date, and then I stamped a flower there in pink. And then on this side, I stamped some flourishes, and then I stamped a saying says remember this. This is a recycled Prima packaging. I added some decorative tape, a die cut, and then I added some paper there. Here's another pattern paper, and then at the top right there it says so happy. More pattern paper, then just pieces of decorative tape that I put there, and then sticker says our story. There's another shape die cut, more tape and stickers, more pattern paper, and then this one says the good stuff. Here says a day to remember, and I stamped a little scallop image there. And then just a little bracket ticket to put the date or whatever. More pattern paper. Just a sticker right there. Pattern paper, die cut, and the sticker says favorite things. More paper, says memories right there. Love this paper. And then some die cuts for journaling, and a sticker that says adorable. And then timeless style. Here's another die cut paper. There's a sticker tape, pattern paper, little sticker, adorable, another coin envelope, and some pattern paper on the front and on the back. Stamped a little flower there. I stamped a damask and then a brown flower there. More lined paper, and then this is the end. A little green damask there, and it says everything is better when shared with a friend. And then I just painted, this was, the front and back covers were from a composition book that I just cut and trimmed, and I just painted it with white paint, acrylic paint. And I love how the wordings just show through. And then this is the back side, and again this little clip here just goes right there. And then I included some embellishments for her to add to the journal if she wants, so she could make it as bulky as she wanted. And this is what I made her. So I hope she likes it, and thanks for watching. Bye.